Hey everyone, John here, and allow me to take you on a roller coaster because I've just been on a roller coaster. So there were 3 pieces of news back to back, and the first piece of news, Pokopia is getting a trailer this Thursday. Absolutely rad, can't wait. This game is from the Dragon Quest Builders 2 team, and that's one of my favorite games of this era. I think they're going to deliver a banging game. And then a few minutes after the announcement of the trailer, boom! This game's launching March 5th. I thought that would be in the trailer, but it's cool to know in advance. Sure. Awesome. And then the website went live, and people saw that Pokemon Company's publishing in Japan, and that in Japan, it's going to be on a game key card, which is very odd for a Nintendo-aligned franchise. But there was a little bit of, denial. Like, oh, this must just be in Japan, because the Pokemon Company is publishing in Japan. We don't know about the West yet, so we'll probably get a full game card. It's Nintendo. Every Nintendo game's been on a game card, right? Donkey Kong Bonanza, game card. Hyrule Warriors, game card. Mario Kart World, game card. They've set the precedent that every game will be on a game card. So we're in our little denial bubble, and then Nintendo put out a video explaining what game key cards are, and what is on the thumbnail? But Pokopia! So their example is Donkey Kong Bonanza has everything on the cartridge. Pokopia, you've got to download it all. You get the cartridge, you put it in, you download the data, nothing's actually on the cartridge. So Pokopia is going to be taking up a bunch of your storage regardless if you're going physical or digital. And that's a massive shame because this game does look awesome, and I know that's going to put some people off. But it's the precedent this sets for everything else. So Pokopia is but a domino right now, because I was of the impression that Nintendo would not be doing game keycards. I thought this would be for third parties, just to allow them to be on the platform. Because for those who don't know, a game card is expensive. The minimum amount is 64 gigabytes, and that costs in the ballpark of $15 per unit. So if you're going for a game key card, you're making a lot more money per unit than those going for a game card. I thought Nintendo would just eat the cost of every game they do, because that's seemingly what they're doing. Every Switch 2 edition, every major release has been a game card. But Pokemon is seemingly where they draw the line. They just did Pokemon Legends ZA on a regular game card, but that is a Switch 2 edition, and every Switch 2 edition that I can recollect has been on a game card, so maybe that's just a rule about Switch 2 editions. I guess the real question is, when a Switch 2 exclusive Pokemon comes around, like Gen 10, assuming that is Switch 2 exclusive, will they go Game Key card then too? Because if they've done Pokopia, a Switch 2 edition Pokemon game, as a Game Key card, I think logic would dictate that they'd probably do anything else as a Game Key card as well. And there's probably a few reasons why. The number one reason, Pokemon makes a lot of money, and they don't want to eat the cost of a game card. That's probably the most obvious one. Second one is, it might be data mining as well, because you can just go into a game cartridge and data mine easily. And because Switch 2's not been hacked, you can't data mine a digital game. So that could be a slither of it, but it's probably because of the costs. Anyway, let me know what you think about this. Has this put you off Pokopia, or do you not care too much? Personally, I'm balanced on Game Key cards. I don't like them, but when it comes to Game Key card versus digital, I will still go Game Key card for a few reasons. I can shop around, get it cheaper. I can sell it when I'm done. That's it, really. Both of them eat up my storage, but one of them isn't permanent. So that's my only real line there. But I would much rather go regular game card every time. Anyway, thank you for watching, and I will catch you next time. Bye, everyone.